So this is a very 2000 movie in the year 2018. Uncle Drew, basketball movie, comedy movie. It's been requested by a friend of mine by the name of Preston. So thank you for requesting this movie. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into it right now. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Movie Breakdowns. I'm your host, Ali Zakka, and today I'm reviewing Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew, the basketball movie based off of a commercial about an old man playing basketball, playing street ball pretty much, and now this has been made a movie. So this is a commercial based off of like 2012, 2013, when Kyrie Irving was first in the league. I think that's right. I could be wrong on that. And I'm sorry. I don't follow the NBA like that. So anyway, Kyrie Irving's been in the league for a few years, and they made this commercial, Pepsi made this commercial about an old man playing basketball in his community and beating these youngsters and saying man, these young kids, these young cats, these young bloods don't know how to play basketball. Well, somehow in the year 2018, they decided to make this a movie. A legit movie. This is a thing. Uncle Drew's a movie. Yes. Anyway, Uncle Drew is about a character by the name of Dax, who pretty much is broke. He went broke, and there's this tournament, this basketball tournament, street ball tournament, where the winner gets, I think, 500 grand, if not $1 million, something like that. There's a giant cash money prize, and he needs to win this tournament to pretty much save his life and pay off his debts he owed to everybody. And the team he got was a good team until his rival, who beat him as a middle schooler, that pretty much threw Drax's whole basketball career out of whack. Oh, by the way, this is spoilers. I'm giving all the spoilers in this movie. Threw his whole basketball career out of whack. Just constantly beats him in every tournament from years after years after years. And this is the 50th annual competition. And Jax at the time don't have a team. And he hears this legend about this man named Uncle Drew, who was one of the best street ballers in the world, pretty much. And Jax come across Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew's like, I'll play with your team, but I need to need my squad together. So they go and found all the old timers, and they get together for one more basketball tournament. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, this would be like the underdogs come out on top in the end. Yes, but they're not really underdogs till they're all super good. So they're like the overdogs. But then this movie has so many movie tropes for no reason. So many sports movie tropes. You have the unlikely main character who sucks, and he also gets the game-winning chance to play the game. He does eventually get in the game. You got the character who gets injured, and everybody got to do it for that character. But this movie didn't have one. They had two characters that goes down. You have the forced relationship. You have a random dance battle. For what reason? You have these characters who can't do jack squat, but all of a sudden can do everything because Uncle Drew gave him a basketball. I kid you not. It happened. You had a character who was in a wheelchair, who put himself in a wheelchair for 30 years because he stopped playing basketball. The moment he gets his shoes back, he gets on the court and starts playing basketball like nothing ever happened. Like he was in a wheelchair for 30 years. Yeah. You had the beef between two characters that was resolved in a matter of seconds. Okay. I don't know. This movie, it was a sports comedy movie, so I had to grade it a little bit differently than I grade most action and suspense and drama movies. Most sports comedies aren't that good. I think the one sports comedy I've seen that's phenomenal is Dodgeball. You see my Dodgeball review, so you already know how I feel about that movie. So going from that to this is really? The jokes in this movie are really crude. They make fun of people's height. And I get it, Lil Ray is short compared to all the NBA players that are in this movie, but they go all in on his height. They call him short. They say his head doesn't match his body ratio. He has a small head compared to a fat body. I was like, oh man, they're going in on Lil Ray. And I'm not sure Lil Ray wrote it like that, but man, those jokes was not funny. They was crude. Really crude. So let me go ahead and get into some of the characters in this movie. Kyrie Irving played Uncle Drew. To me, Uncle Drew and Kyrie playing Uncle Drew is kind of funny. He has some very funny lines. Like there's a scene in this movie that's in the commercial. He goes, "Hold my nuts," and gives the guy a bag of nuts, and the guy's like, "What the?" And like he kept saying "young blood," and the way his like expression was kind of cracked me up. He made me laugh, and I thought he'd been playing Uncle Drew since 2012, 13, wherever year that was. So it made sense why that character was down pat. Lil Ray Howery that played Dax, he was okay. To me, a lot of his mannerisms was Kevin Hartish. Like he tried to act like Kevin Hart a lot. He did quote a Get Out reference in this movie that I thought was hilarious. He made a Get Out reference, but like I don't know. I don't see much of his comedy skits. I don't know how he acts, and where they had a better job than other ones. But to me, he was just kind of there, like. They try to make it about him, but I don't know. It just, He was the coach of the team too. So he was the coach and, sorry, I just knocked over my bottle here, but he was the coach and he stopped playing basketball because in middle school, he got one shot blocked. Like he was really good on the streets, really good playing basketball in the gym, really good playing basketball in class and on like little league teams. He goes up for the game-winning shot and gets blocked and just stops his whole basketball career. And I was like, are you kidding me? So he stopped playing basketball because one dude blocked his shot and just gave up. And it was funny because he gets in the game in the end of the movie because one of their players gets injured. And Uncle Drew tells him, this guy who has a confidence issue, he tells him, like, I don't need you to be great 100% of the time. I just need you to be great this one time. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, that's a very, like, pressure thing to put on somebody who's having confidence issues. They're like, yo, man, I don't need you to pass this test. I don't need you to pass every test. I just need you to pass this one important test this time. Like, wow, it's not a good line there. And then he had beef with Uncle Drew because he went to tell Uncle Drew why he really wanted the money. And Uncle Drew's like, just tell us. And there it was really passable, really passable. Shaquille O'Neal that played Big Fella, he had beef with Uncle Drew as well. Uncle Drew and him had a falling out because Uncle Drew slept with Big Fella's girlfriend 30 years ago. They never said sorry. And they got into a fight on the court. And Uncle Drew's like, you didn't care about her. Like, nobody cared about her. Why do you care? And she's a nobody. And then Big Fella like pushed him down and said, she was my wife. Then they cut to this graveyard scene where apparently the wife died. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, we're going here. And matter of, few seconds, 5 seconds, a simple sorry took a whole 30-year beef in the trash. Like, I'm sorry, man, I didn't know. I love her too. What? Just unnecessary movie tropes. They didn't need it. But Shaquille O'Neal's Big Fella. Shaquille O'Neal, he wasn't as funny as he is in most of his movies, but he was okay. He was okay. Like, I didn't mind him there. Chris Webber as Preacher. I think the Preacher was one of my favorite characters of this whole movie. He was hilarious. He had the goofy facial expressions. He was doing all the dumb stuff. Like, probably one of my favorite characters. And I thought he did a good job. Reggie Miller and Nate Robinson, who played Lights and Boots. Lights was blind, couldn't see. Get some glasses on, he fixed his whole blindness. Boots was in a wheelchair. He's the guy I talked about earlier who's in a wheelchair, couldn't walk. Gets his Converses back and starts running and like shooting and making layups. And you're like, what in the world? Oh my gosh. Like, I would say it's a comedy movie, but there gotta be some realness to a comedy movie. You just can't throw stuff out and like, oh, I can't relate to that. Like, Ricky Bobby was in a wheelchair in Talladega Nights because he put himself in a wheelchair, but Ricky Bobby actually thought something was wrong with him. But until he stabbed himself and realized, oh, there's nothing wrong with me, I can feel my legs again. Boots didn't have that situation. Boots was just sitting there and just like not saying a word. And then when somebody called him out on the dance floor, then he talks and then he starts dance battling. What the heck? Lights was okay. Reggie Miller was okay. Lisa Leslie as Betty Lou. When I first saw Lisa, I was like, I recognize her. I know who that is. And she was a crazy wife who chased down the squad and then decided to play basketball with them when Shaquille O'Neal character goes out. Like Shaquille O'Neal character gets injured and you're thinking, okay, this is what we're gonna do it for. Lisa Leslie steps up and you're like, okay, so Lil Ray's not gonna get in the movie. No, and then Lights gets injured in the final and then Lil Ray gets in. And then Lil Ray's arch nemesis, Nick Kroll, who plays Mookie, who sounded like Ty Lopez to me in this movie, he's the guy that blocked Lil Ray's shot in the movie and pretty much has been taunting him his whole life. Steals Lil Ray's original team and then gets in the game against Lil Ray as well. And Lil Ray makes the shot on him after like 20 years. Like, who wrote this movie? Who put this out there? Erica Ash is Maya. She was there to be the love interest to Lil Ray because Tiffany Haddish, who played Jets, was Lil Ray's first love interest, and Tiffany Haddish was a gold digger, pretty much just there for the money. And when she realized that he was broke, she left him. So Maya, who Lil Ray runs into, they have a forced love relationship. Makes no sense why, but they get a forced love relationship after meeting each other for 2 days. This didn't need to happen. That relationship didn't need to be put in there, but they did because they had to make the unlikely hero gets the money, he gets the girl, and the family that he only wanted was a family. And they try to make a comedy movie to like an inspirational movie, and like you can't do that. You know, this is not Radio. This is not that Mark Wahlberg movie that I'm forgetting right now. Invincible. This is not Rudy. No, this is none of that. This is none of that. All right, so you see this movie in theaters? No, don't go spend your money on this movie in theaters. Wait till it comes out on TV or Netflix. And I'm gonna give, oh gosh, I'm gonna name the movie. That's how bad it is. I'm gonna give Uncle Drew, because I recorded this over. I had my sister in it. I had to record it over. And for what it is, it's a sports comedy movie. It's an average sports comedy movie. I'm gonna give this movie a C-. It got a C- just because of the fact I got some laughs out of it. But yeah. Uncle Drew gets a C- for me. I'm done talking about this movie. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Movie Breakdowns. If you've seen this movie for some odd reason, if you've seen this movie, please put in the comment section below and let me know what you thought of it. If not, don't go see it. Wait till it comes out on Netflix or TV. And also, before I go, if there's a movie you want me to review, please let me know and I'll go review it for you. I'll go watch it and try to get the best I can. There's some movies out there I still need to get a hold of, like The Godfather and King of New York. So I'm working on those. And Hey Arnold's another movie I'm working on. And I also want to get started on the Harry Potter series. So that's another thing I want to work on. So please let me know if there's a movie you want me to review and I'll put it on the list. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Movie Breakdowns. Please like, subscribe, share, follow, and whatever it is that site requires, that app requires, please do it. Thank you guys so much. See you next time, and keep being awesome. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment in the comment section below, and please subscribe for more episodes of Grind Towards Success, movie breakdowns, or whatever it is you're watching on my channel. I have different stuff from interviews to other movie reviews to wrestling reviews. If you're a wrestling fan, please subscribe if you want to see all that and see what's going on. Also, you can follow me on Snapchat here, follow me on Instagram there to see what I'm doing in my personal life as well as my business and Ninja Warrior. And lastly, you can watch the last episode of Grind Towards Success here, and you can watch the last episode of Movie Breakdowns there. Thank you guys once again. I really appreciate it. See you next time. Keep being awesome.